Peanut lie.
All right, guys. No, don't take that.
Edit.
All right, we back on the Young Black Suburbans. I don't have my headphones, and that's why I was like, it sounded kind of funny. It's only the second
I can't
show.
hear Timmy. Okay, there we go.
Sound better?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, there we go. All right.
That was a fake. That was a fake
Take three. All right. Welcome back to the Young Black Suburbans. I'm here with my man Justin Renfrow. What's up?
What's up?
Cool. We have a special guest, another black-owned business in Bristol Boro, which to be honest, I heard of Healthy Plates, which is our guest, but I did not know that it was a African American run business. I always say that there's only a handful of us in here, and it's always good to run into another black-owned business. Other people don't really understand how big of a deal that is to be in an area that is predominantly run by Caucasian business owners, which is nothing wrong with that. Everybody has to eat. But every time you see someone do something that is really something that they had to jump leaps and bounds to do, it's always a plus. I'll give you a clap for that. I know it's like we have a special
That
guest.
might be our theme. We clap for people. When you do something good, we clap for you.
We got Matt Howard on the show. Sorry, Matt Howard. Big Q, as he's
Big Q from Healthy Plates.
Yeah. All right, so him and Justin. I'm gonna
All right, yeah. So we have a relationship.
Yeah, take it back to the beginning.
So yeah, we actually met. Kind of the same time I met Timmy. I tore my foot with the Buffalo Bills. Kind of trying to decide if I'm gonna play football again or if I'm gonna hang it up. Didn't hang it up, we all know that. But, Tim was helping me lose weight. I needed to make some better meal choices, and Matt came recommended, and so, helped me. Yeah, Zoo helped. Yeah, Zoo introduced us. Yeah, so, and
UFC fighter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, UFC fighter. He was on the drawing. Y'all saw him boxing and all that. So yeah, but Healthy Plates, helped me. I went from 390 to 320 to make the Calgary Stampeders and become a champion and all that. And so I'm back off this year, joined back with them, and so that's how Tim's been able to see the Healthy Plates live in action. I'm in here, right in that microwave.
Right.
So that's where that microwave right
that's
there.
The one, huh?
There might even open that fridge.
Don't open it.
There might be a Healthy Plate in there.
It's fast food. Don't open the refrigerator in front of Healthy Plate, goddamn.
There's probably a meal in there though.
Yeah, it might be. You go open it.
But yeah, so we beat.
Right.
Yeah, he Matt has helped me out a great deal
Cool.
in terms of my nutrition and then in terms of talking about the Young Black Suburbans, he's another person in the Bristol area. I mean, he's popping because he's on Mill Street.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right on the
Y'all Google Bristol Boro, find out about Mill Street. He right there on the corner,
right,
as a brother. So that's a big thing. So he's helped me. Happy to have him on the show, and I feel like he has great insight to this whole topic. Being a brother out there, having a business, having a successful business. He's on a big area, and people of all races. I mean, everybody in here who you're gonna see on our show at one point, I'll take through there and get a smoothie. So.
Yeah.
Everybody will be through there, so it's definitely a good spot. This week we got the sunset on special. That John is good. Even though I get the chocolate peanut butter, I tasted it, so I'll let them over a Healthy Plate.
I get the strawberry banana, John.
That's safe for the Bristol stop.
Yeah, that's it. So how about we start out from where are you from, Matt?
Okay, was born in Bristol and raised out in just Bensalem. Pretty much grew up in Bensalem all my life. And it was a nice little childhood. It was comfortable. It wasn't like wasn't crazy growing up. It was just your typical. I would run out around the streets with the friends and just hang out. School, everything was good with school. athletic, big time athletic background. My father used to be a big time athlete out here. Gene Beanie White, who was pretty prominent in the Bristol area. So I kind of followed in his footsteps a little bit with track and field. But I found my niche in later in track and field, and then in personal training and bodybuilding later down the line. So then it came one day, me and my wife, we were just talking about what can we do to make a difference in our lives, make a difference in other people's lives. And we decided the same week, without really conversing too much more about it with each other, that we should go into the meal prep business. Right. And that's when we started out of the home. And then not too long ago, maybe a year later, Justin came through, started small with people, and then it just kind of exploded from there.
Cool. Now we're going to get into Healthy Plate a little bit more. But we want to know who Matt Howard is still.
Who is Matt Howard? Okay.
Yeah, are you?
Let's get more Matt Howard Bristol insight.
Did you go to Truman High School?
I did not. I was born in Bristol.
Okay.
But I guess I was raised pretty much 99% in Ben Salem. So I went to
Ramblers.
Ben Salem Ramblers,
yes.
Okay.
But Ben Salem High School. Ben Salem now.
That's the public athletic league there, the Ramblers?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was Ben Salem out for life, so that's when I graduated BHS.
Okay.
I'm an old head, so I'm probably the oldest one that can hear it, but it's all good.
But Ben Salem is right down the street, and like he said, you opened up Healthy Plate on Mill Street, which is a big deal. Yeah. When I tell people about
they were
Bristol
ranked
best little town in the country.
Best little town. We in it.
Should we clap for that? All right, let's clap for it. We got a little drink champs kind of clap. You know what I mean? And you know what? It's up and coming when people come to my gym, and I get a lot of people from all over the county. Doylestown area especially, where I'm happy to bring people here. Yeah. I tell them, like, look, Bristol is almost like New Hope now.
That's exactly what they're trying to make it.
That's exactly what they're trying to make. Yeah. It's a town where people come on a Friday night, Saturday night, and enjoy a walk down, and they enjoy their shopping. And not just nighttime. There's plenty of commerce going on. Some of my favorite restaurants are on that. I like to get my sushi there on the corner.
We should talk about that though. Mill Street. We should talk about it. Because we got him. We can add him.
I'm gonna ask him a question about it. So how does it feel? I'm visualizing Mill Street right now, and as far as I know, you're the only African American that's right there on the street. Do you know others? There's other
tattoo boys.
Okay, the tattoo boys
further down. Okay, and then there's GBH across the street.
Well, how does it feel even to have such a I'm going to call it prestigious. I'm in the sports district of Bristol. That's what I call it, where the basketball courts or the baseball fields are. You're on the main tourist area where everybody knows to go. What kind of feeling was that when you opened your doors there?
Man, that was just like, it's one of those things you just can't really, you can't digest, until it's like, once you walk through the doors for the first time, and you're like, man, this is everything that I've ever worked hard for. This is it. You take a look around you, and it's just like, man, the walls, from the appliances to the floors to the bathrooms and everything, it's just like, and I really did this. We really did this. Me and my team, the co-owners, everybody, we did it, collectively. And we're finally here. Starting from the bottom that way.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So that's exactly what it came down to. So it was a great feeling just to know that, we worked so hard to get to this point, and then we're just, we're not stopping.
Right.
And that's cool for me. Like, I actually, like you said, a year into them doing it, I tore my foot with the Bills. I'm home rehabbing. I'm boxing with you to lose weight. Needed the food, so I'm getting food from him.
Out the house almost.
Out the house. Yeah, I was pulling up to his house. I took pictures with his daughter when she was little, in their house. And, to then, boom, I went to Canada, done my thing. COVID hit, so now I need to be back healthy, getting right for next season. Right. And so now they're on Mill, they full blown on Mill Street.
That's a beautiful thing,
it's a good thing for me to be like a business. I thought was good. It really helped me to see them prosper. So it's definitely good to see.
I'm glad he hit me up because I was just like, oh yeah, Justin Jr. He hit me up. I was telling my wife and everything about it. I was like, yeah, what if he's back in? Because I knew you went to Canada for a while, and then you were back in and you told me what was going on. I'm like, Yeah, you definitely got to get work on something for sure. It's good to see you back.
Definitely.
So,
and that's what's good about him being back is that he can connect me with people. I can connect him with people. We can bouncing off of each other. And I finally get to meet you this whole time.
Yeah.
I thought you were a white guy. But you know what it is we're conditioned that way a little bit where, like I said in a previous show, people come into my place of business and they ask me who the manager is.
Right. They don't think it was you.
Yeah. But with that being said, like you run a business where everybody enjoys your product. I'm pretty sure you have a lot of pride in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. There's not one thing about the shop, that is not made with a lot of pride, when it comes down to beverages, the food, because, we do meal preps as well. So it's a really good thing. And we're really proud of everybody and everything that goes on in the shop.
Yeah, it's always, and that's a thing for me to have you on here. It is always top class. Like, we got people behind the cameras. Every person's been in there with me, and they take care of us every time. I go in there every day, I'll take his class. I'll sit there, be sad for myself.
Making me feel bad. You're making me feel bad because I enjoy the product, but I haven't been in the actual space.
And that's the thing. Like I always, every time I go, they've helped me out. Been good to me. I get my free shake, but I always take somebody with me. Like Brian's gone, Tim's
took my
gone.
father.
Yeah, took his pops there. So I always bring somebody with me, and it's a good spot. Everybody needs a shake.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a smoothie after they get the workout. And it's affordable, healthy meals. And I think that's a big part.
Let's dive into Healthy Plates a little bit more. What is Healthy Plates? Or Healthy Plate, sorry.
Yeah, Healthy Plate Meal Preps and Smoothie Bar. Basically, we cater to anybody. It's not just the athlete, it's anybody, common person. I personally handle like the athletic portion of the side of the business. So I deal with the amateur athletes or the pro athletes. If you're looking for healthy, nutritious meals, we take care of that. Healthy, nutritious smoothies or protein shakes, we take care of that as well. But the meals are for anybody. So we don't just say, okay, if you're a bodybuilder and you're pre-contest, you can use our meals to be. We have kids that are using our meals, meal fans, all up to elderly people. So everybody benefits. We have a whole bunch.
Key component.
Yeah.
It's affordable.
Very much so.
Right.
Yeah,
that's a key component. That's why I like them and support them.
Right. And there is a lot of meal prep companies out there.
Very competitive.
Very competitive field. And who would you say is your biggest competitor?
Well, I'm not even going to mention no names because there's so many of them.
We on a podcast. That's what's good about having a podcast.
But I tell you what, I would like to say no one can compete with us.
I got you.
I would really second that. I've been across the country, I've internationally meal prepped, sponsored, and they do a great job. And when he works with me, he can tell you I missed the deadline this week.
But you don't understand what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to set up a fight.
Okay.
Meal prep company.
I don't know. It's tough.
I knew it was a man.
I'm trying to promote.
Yeah.
I see you.
An exhibition of sorts.
It's going to be tough but again, when we get back to it, it's going to be tough to match because he changes every week. Where most meal preps, they give you the same 20 meals for the whole year.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay on top. When you the champ, you gotta stay the champ.
People got it for you. Target, bullseye, right there.
Right, so
Healthy Plate, bullseye, right there.
Let us understand the science behind one of your meals. How you go about putting one together. How you pick what kind of ingredient you're doing that week, or if it's beef or chicken. I don't know.
Okay. No, of course that part would be handled by our head chef, who's my wife Michelle.
Okay.
But she basically
big up Michelle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing gets done without
Michelle's
that.
Big up
Michelle Howard. Yeah.
So shout out to the cheesecake quesadilla this week. Blessings, thank you.
So basically, we come up with ideas that are relatively moderate in calories, lower in fat, good sources of protein and moderate carbohydrates. So
Okay.
it's well balanced little entrees, but it's filling. Each one is filling. It's not a big, little 24-ounce container, but everything is well rounded.
Right.
And if somebody
382.
it is.
That's the number.
So if somebody
That's
needs
the calorie per meal?
Roughly they're approximately 400 or below.
Okay.
Some can be a little bit higher just depending on what they are.
So somebody like me can eat about 5 or 6 of them a day and still be about their calorie.
Listen, I tell people I'm a product of the product.
Right,
being in fitness that I do and former bodybuilder, natural bodybuilder, I'm a product of what I eat. So whatever we make, I eat as well.
Right.
So I'm eating like 5-6 times a day.
Right.
My own meal preps with occasional cheating on the weekends. I had pizza last night.
What's your favorite?
As far as meals or cheap food?
No. All right, let's start. Let's start with the meals.
The meals rotate every week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But you gotta have like a favorite.
Honestly, my favorite is I love the cheesesteak stuffed peppers.
Okay.
That's cheesesteak stuffed peppers, and that's like it's like your basic Philly cheesesteak. It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I currently right now I just stopped eating beef just for the heck of it, but I will resume eating beef later down the line. But we have beef by the pound, steaks by the pound.
Steak by the pound, solid. It's solid.
Flank steak. I mean, we do it up. We do it up. And like I said, Michelle, she's actually just hired an assistant cook, so it's been even more business lately.
Yeah.
Busier for her, just with the amount of food and requests for food and meals that have been coming in, but she's been doing it up. She does it up every day.
If you don't mind, $6 a meal, you can't beat that. You can't beat it. All y'all at home, y'all cannot beat $6.
Is a good segue into my next question, because basically, we're athletes. We already know what meal prep is about. Explain to the layman why, because there's a big boom in meal prep and everyone's trying to grab customers.
382.
Why should someone hire someone like HealthyPlate to take care of their meals?
Well, because I have a background in fitness, I have a little background in nutrition, and I learned more about the nutritional aspects as our business progressed. So it's not like just somebody having an idea, hey, let's just start a meal prep business who has no background in athletics, fitness, macro counts, just your daily nutrient amounts and requirements. I have all that.
Right.
So it kind of made it a little easier.
Maybe stand up, show them so they know.
What?
You know what I'm saying? No, he know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
This is off season for me, but
he know what he's talking about.
That's it.
That's healthy meals right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 50 years old, by the way.
50 years old, man.
That's what I like, about being in this industry and being healthy and athletic, because age, I realize, is nothing but a number. And I see a lot of my peers, people that I graduated from high school with, people that I went to college with, University of Pitt, shout out, that, they let it go. And I don't believe in that. I don't believe in just letting things go. I believe that if you have a gift or you have a drive or desire to do something, you keep doing it at full throttle and don't stop. Don't let anything stop you. Because there's too many variables out there and too many people out there and entities that are just trying to bring you down. Especially as a black business owner, especially as a black person in America, wherever. You just don't want to have that happen. So you overcome a lot.
I had a conversation with one of my clients recently, and they're like, I explained to him that, if you look down the street, you won't see that many black business owners. And he was trying to understand why there wasn't, with already having a little bit of pre-notions of his own thoughts. For you, what do you think about the black business community and how hard it is for actual African Americans to join a community that's really, there's no representatives, not that many representatives that look like us in it?
Right. It's definitely far and few in between, but it's getting better.
Definitely.
It's not where it needs to be yet, but it's definitely getting better. So, with the businesses that do exist, especially on Mill Street, we all conversate with each other and everybody supports each other.
Bristol is a beautiful place to have a business.
Absolutely. Especially since, we won that big contest 3 years ago, whatever, just to revitalize everything. So a lot of people just come together. But the Black-owned operated businesses that are there, a couple of them had moved and relocated. But like I said, with us, GBH, and a couple of the tattoo spots,
it is, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've been a lot of places, been living in a lot of places. It is a good spot.
Like, it's a great spot.
It is a great spot, and it's cool to be in.
Like,
I've talked to police officers there, like, to that extent. Like, me, brother Mike, y'all will meet him. That's our brother.
He's going to be on the episode pretty soon. I booked him today.
Okay. Yeah. You'll meet brother Mike. I forget, Officer Ruiz or something like that. Yeah. We right outside of Healthy Plates. I took brother Mike to get a milkshake, and I talked to this officer for 30
Mike
minutes.
Levinsky also, he's someone that came into the gym when I didn't even have anything done and checked us out and wished me luck, took a picture with me and everything. So yeah, man, I understand, man. Bristol, I always big them up and always say, look, this is, not only is it a good area, it's up and coming. Yep. You know, it's up and coming.
I like Bristol.
Yeah, so you told me, so Matt is rich.
He said whatever. He said,
no, let me clear it up. Let me clear it up.
You on Mill Street, so you got some type of price point that's desirable. All right, we'll put it that way.
This is how I measure wealth. When you can take days off.
Yeah, we just talked about
that, right? So he said that he only works a couple days a week now. Yeah. So my man's wealthy.
Let's put it this way: I probably should have my presence at the shop more than I do. But again, it's probably. But again, you know, now wife she's there. She's handling things too.
Right. I saw her today. Me and Jordan got a shake.
And then you know, supervisors and all my my team leads are there, so they handle it. And the crew they handle everything. I mean, it's an impeccable crew that I have. And like I said,
very nice young ladies and young men.
Absolutely. And you know, that makes all the difference in having a well-rounded business and a business that runs smooth. When you have your personnel and your employees, you know, they're courteous to everybody. You know, there's nothing that I really don't, you know, everybody has a little hiccup along the way, but it's nothing that can't be overcome.
Exactly. That's business.
I like them. They remember my shake every day.
Oh, once you start coming in a couple times, they already know.
Trying to watch the sugar now, so they put the striped molasses with the turmeric and the chocolate peanut butter. She know on point every time. You want your usual?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. You know, that's how you keep customers and everything like that. We in a rough time right now. We just survived in the pandemic. If we can even say that, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Yeah. How did Healthy Plates handle COVID-19?
Well, in the beginning, we just like a lot of people, you know, so much unknown what was going on, and we had no idea if we were going to be considered an essential business to stay open or non-essential. If we were considered non-essential, I don't know how you can consider us not eating.
You're essential.
You know, because I like to eat. Who doesn't like to eat?
Yeah.
So luckily we dodged the major bullet and we were considered an essential business, and we were able to stay open with a few moderations to the place. And we'll have indoor seating and tables, but we took them all out.
Okay.
Just for the safety of the customers and our employees. So I'd say 95% of our business is pickup and delivery anyway.
Okay.
Really didn't put that much of a dent in our revenue and our operations per day to day. So it's been great. The only difference that we do now, or that we've done since the pandemic and everything, since COVID, we're cleaning everything, sanitizing all the time, more so than ever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you know, you have to. You never want to be too. You know, you can't be too clean and too sanitized at this point. You know what I mean? With everything going on, you just would rather be safe than to be sorry, especially for my employees, especially for my customers that come through.
Right, I totally understand that. Owning the boxing gym, you know, we're constantly going above and beyond. But I also noticed that I've had a great boom after reopening. I had to close down. I had to close down. We closed down for about 4 months. But when we opened back up, the support was crazy. It made us concentrate more on online. But it sounds like you guys are already
we got online presence.
Online presence was already going. Can you take us through the process of how you would go order a meal from you and how you do it?
I do it.
All right, yeah. Can you take us through the process?
I got to do it weekly.
I got to send him reminders a couple times.
I mess up probably weekly as well, but, you know.
I take care of it.
Straight to HealthyPlates.com.
HealthyPlateMeals.com.
HealthyPlateMeals.com. Y'all won't get this treatment. See, I miss it. I'm always a day late, so I look and text him. But see, y'all got to be there Thursday before 8.
Yeah, by 8 p.m. Lock your orders.
See, I even know the time, but I just be busy.
We send out reminders,
and then they send out reminders. You'll have a good clip, like 15 to 20 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, even meat by the pound. And get it done.
Smoothie or shake too.
And then pick it up, get a smoothie or shake during the week. This is my go-to during the week. People will be like, "Oh, let's get some food." You got a client or somebody. I pop into Healthy Plates so I don't break off the reservation. Oh yeah, there's meals to go right here. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And there it is. Get the smoothie, get the little Cobb salad, get the meal right there. Yep. Always a Cobb salad there. So it's good. And then if you order your meals Thursday by 8, pick them up on Sunday. You'll be good for the week. Whatever there's to offer this week. The turkey burger bruschetta. I'm ready to try that. That looks popping. My mom always steals 3 meals of meat too. So I'm like, I gotta account for that. So I order some extras of the stuff that's really fancy for a show like that.
Right. And that's really, when it comes to food, that's my downfall. I'm around here in Bristol. I'm here every day, and I need to hook up because I'm ordering.
He ordered a pizza, sushi.
Yeah,
Pines Tavern.
What I'm doing is I'm using retirement as an excuse to eat whatever I want. When I was training, I had to be. I'm 40 pounds heavier than I used to be, which I like to be this heavy. But
you a little Uzi right now. I do what I want.
Exactly. My first experience with having to lose weight was 8 years old, and I had to do that all the way up until I was 30. So now I'm like, Jordan, can you pass that box of wine? And I'm like, I'll just call up, get hot wings and stuff like that. But that's eventually going to catch up with me. It's going to catch up with me. It already is a little bit. I got a little bit of a wing belly. A little wing belly.
Team Gucci, young Black Suburban.
So that's where Healthy Place is gonna come in handy. I'm gonna come down there and spend some time with you, hang out, see what a day down there is like. What is your day like when you go down there?
For me, let's see. Well, I typically handle the facilities portion also when it comes to the shop. So I'll make sure anything that needs to be fixed or repaired, any store runs, shop runs. If there's, we ran low on this, I need to go to the shop, get some more food, containers, stuff. I'm always running around and doing the errands that way. But that's my typical day. If I'm not in the shop, I'm out. I'm going straight from the house to where I need to go, pick it up, take it to the shop, take care of inventory stores, and then I'm out again until the following day or whenever they need me. So,
right.
But yeah, that's a typical day for me. I mean, it's been, we were talking about, how everything has been affected by the pandemic. Obviously nobody wanted to go out. They wanted to stay safe in their own homes.
Exactly.
Nobody wanted to go to the supermarkets. That made us explode even further because we took the guesswork out of everything for anybody. So you just order from us. We deliver, contact-free delivery we still offer. And the deliveries jumped up. Big time. So ever since the pandemic, that was, I hate to say it, it's probably the best thing that could have happened, unfortunately, in an inadvertent type of way.
Don't be mad to say it.
You know what I mean? Because it allowed people to realize that, hey, there's another
option.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah. There's options out there and healthy options. Yeah. And, we've all gained some type of COVID weight. Every one of us, not one person hasn't gained COVID weight in some way, shape, or form.
COVID 15.
I'm telling you.
Freshman 15, then you get the COVID 15.
That's it.
It's trials everywhere.
Yeah. But it definitely helps out a lot of people, and it helped out tons of people during the lockdowns. When they opened everything up, it just allowed more of a floodgates to open up for us.
Right.
Access for
and the people that are fighting the future, the technology, are the ones that are going to get left behind. The ones that aren't embracing the takeout and are not embracing their online presence. Unfortunately, things aren't going to go back to the way that they were 100%.
New normals.
So for a business like you, I don't take my hat off to you. It's very smart to keep up with that and ramp it up. I'm very lucky in my business to actually have to be hands-on because boxing the hard thing to teach.
Yeah.
So for someone to take on, go with what's going on in the future, that's what you have to do in business, and I commend you with that. The other thing is I don't want to keep talking over the interview. You brought your boy in, but you 50 years old, looking like looking diesel. What you doing over there besides eating them healthy plates?
I'll tell you what. I feel better now in my 50s than I felt in my 20s. That's word.
Is that possible?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
He about to ask you what supplements you take next.
Yeah, like, what's the key to success? Because I feel worse than I did ever.
The number
He's
one
wealthy.
Yeah, there you go. Look at it. I'll tell you what. The number one thing, by far, is nutrition. There's nothing that you can do. Like when they say you are what you eat, it's true.
Right.
You know, they say you are what you eat. If you're eating bad, you don't look that. You're gonna look
eating and drinking bad, right?
Like, yeah, I mean, everything done in moderation.
He said it.
Well, you do it in moderation, but if it gets to a point where it's excessive, then yeah, you're gonna look like you do excessive stuff. But if you work out and you eat clean and you're excessive that way, you're gonna look excessive on that way. So it's depending on what side of the scale you want to be on, what side of the wall you want to be on. But it's all about just living a healthy lifestyle.
So I want to ask you personally, optimal thing. We got PR people here visiting. You want to eat healthy plates and drink White Claws, right? That's an optimal.
That's our optimal. We've had this conversation a couple times.
Can I say something like somewhere?
Yeah, that's a balance.
But it is a good
healthy plates and drink the White Claws, right? You know what I'm saying? That's a healthy seltzer.
How does it work? How does it work?
Anything? Well, as far as for me, what I do to look.
Well, you're straight water.
How much you drinking alcohol in honest opinion?
Man, I might have. I'm weak, y'all. I might have a wine cooler now. Back in the day, it's double fisted Coronas. Back in the day, now you ever remember they had the clubs were open back then and everything, but now everything's shut down. So, not that I was a heavy drinker before the Corona, but all those days are. I moved past that, but if I want to drink something, it might just be like a wine cooler now. Something so I can, and I'm still coherent.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's just my personal
peach fuzz buzz with the beard on.
That's it. But yeah, so I just, as far as just eating right, I just kind of keep it clean for the most I can, and then splurge a little bit on the weekends. Keep it clean Monday through Friday again.
What kind of workauts do you enjoy doing?
Man, bodybuilding, straight up.
Bodybuilding, Olympic lifting?
No, my toes can't handle that. I am 50.
Okay.
But
you're in great shape.
Thank you, man.
Probably the best shape in the room right now.
Yeah. My thing was if you can keep yourself active and motivated and moving, then you're good. Yeah. It's when you just sitting down and not doing anything at all is when it becomes a problem. So it doesn't matter, even if you're eating clean, if you're not moving, it's going to go to waste.
Yeah,
it's not going to affect you at all.
If you don't move it, you lose it, right? That's exactly what they say.
Yeah.
And not only that, you're a great spokesperson for your business. And no one's going to be a better spokesperson than the owner, you know what I mean? So you like a walking
billboard,
you know what I mean? And also a good representation of African American resilience and just being strong in a place where and I hate to keep saying it, but a place where there's not that many business owners that look like us. So I'm gonna keep taking my hat off to you. And also, I'm gonna come down there and keep getting them smoothies. Come down there and keep getting them smoothies, and I gotta try out the meals. Yeah. We gonna work something out. Can I get a promo code
absolutely. Yeah. That's the one thing that we like to do is we do we work with a lot of gym owners.
Okay.
And we'll give promo codes to the gym owners, or especially if you're there was I was sponsoring a Muay Thai fighter.
Mm-hmm.
She actually moved out to California recently. She's gonna be fighting out there. Yasmin
I can't remember. My bad. I put you on the spot.
Yasmin. She's the Yasminian Devil.
Okay, that sounds.
She's on YouTube. She's bad. She went to Europe to fight. She's been in South America, Mexico. She was all over the place, and then she relocated from the East Coast to the West Coast recently. but she's
gotta
great.
be able to
She's a
train
fighter.
year round.
She's an amazing fighter. But like I said, that's what I like. I like to handle the athletic portion of our athletic side of our business.
Right.
Your athletes,
So,
whatever.
there you go.
So
Yeah.
if you need the promo codes, I'm the guy to go to.
We're gonna handle that on the off camera.
Yeah.
But not only that, me and Justin are involved with something where we're gonna be helping out a lot of kids too.
Yeah, he did mention
And he mentioned that too. So Healthy Place, I'm sure you guys will be involved with that, helping us out.
Shout out the Solidarity Project.
Yeah, Solidarity Project. We're gonna have them on the podcast in a few weeks.
Yeah. Brother
Good
Mike.
stuff. Yeah,
So and collaborate. Do you do any philanthropy or anything else? You have any other interests? Anything else?
It's funny. People say, "Oh, you should be like a motivational speaker or something." I've been told that, and I was like, "For what?" And because things for me is like natural. It just comes out natural.
Yeah.
I was nervous coming here because I haven't been around this type of media in a while, but it feels good to be around positive people and giving a message out to people that you otherwise wouldn't be able to, have an avenue to give out to,
exactly.
out to. So, but yeah, it's it's all love, man.
This whole experience of you being here is great because, just like you said, you were nervous being here and stuff like that, but you experienced good people and stuff like that. If you never would have came here, I would have kept working every day and not said I got to get over to Healthy Plate. But I'm glad that I met you and that we getting a chance to sit down and chat. I don't feel like we're done talking though. I feel like there's a lot more.
I can go on for hours too once I get comfortable.
I feel like
I think we need to talk. We need to touch a little bit though on you gaining access to Mill Street. Like I think, especially our viewers. They don't understand in this area, in this suburban area, how big it is that you have a corner property on Mill Street, And like a lot of people who are on here, you follow me or whatever, I do stuff with Maestro's Classic. They're directly across the street from Maestro's Classic.
And Maestro's international.
Maestro's is international. And I started making those guys go in there. I was like, those are good people over there. Cause he wasn't really sure. He was like, we never really met. They're nice. They always give us good stuff. I was like, nah, that's my man. Come over there. And
then met Ghost for the first
time.
He
met Ghost. I had Ghost come with me to get that was when I was on the chocolate peanut butter, just turmeric. That was before I switched to the striped molasses. That's the worst decision ever, but it's healthy. But when we're over there, the shop is like family for me. I mean, I see the young ladies and the young men daily, every day but Tuesday. Closed on Tuesdays. That always hurts me because I always forget in the middle of the week. I'm like, damn, I need to shake. I gotta make it at home today.
That's a sushi day.
Yeah.
It's sushi day.
He put me on
Akita fusion, Japanese fusion. Maybe one day we can have them on the show too.
I don't know. They be acting so scared of COVID.
They are,
I might slide them a card, be like, text me. Text me, please.
They like me, man. They like me.
Yeah, he got pictures with bulls. They be acting like, what's your number? Yeah, so we'll see.
So when you gonna start boxing?
When you gonna have it?
Yo, I'm ready.
Go now.
You got enough biceps and triceps to box anybody.
That's it. I will say it's a different animal though, that boxing, but I love introducing it to everybody, whoever wants to learn. Whenever you're ready, we can you come here and I'm gonna go to your place and get it done. Your wife, she does a lot of the operations too at HealthyPlate.
She is the backbone.
She's the backbone.
I'm gonna give it again. Shout out to Michelle because she is she's the backbone. She handles all the food. She has everybody in order who's helping with the preps and the containers and everything. She's the backbone behind the entire operations when it comes to the paperwork and the legal legalities and all that other things like that. Stuff that I would this is your thing.
Yeah.
And she likes that type of stuff. I just I'm more hands-on. Like I said, I'll deal with the facility and I do hands-on with fixing things and running this and doing that.
Right.
But yeah, so she's definitely the.
Is she from the area as well?
She's originally from Phillipsburg, Kansas.
Oh.
She's out there with the Wizard of Oz and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
she's originally from out there, but then she North Jersey. Yeah,
Jersey.
I don't want to even ask you her ethnicity.
Yeah, she probably already get it. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good.
They both out here. They both out here with the Wizard of Oz.
Well, you know, he said that, and I relate completely. My girl from a town where she said, "Oh, we're in town," and by the time she finished, we was out of town. You know what I mean? And I was the only person that looked like me in her town. But she is the backbone of. I wouldn't be able to have that behind you right now if she didn't stay up after working overnight, come into here this morning and help us with this kind of stuff. You know, so these guys out here that don't understand what you need to get to that next level. You heard it before. No, behind every good man is a good woman, you know. So
a great woman. They both got great women. I've met both of their women, and you know, his shop. She makes my food every day. Angie has been great to me at their house. You know, invite me, always make sure I'm comfortable.
Sleep on the couch.
Yeah, you know, I'm knocked out early. That box wine, get your boys in time. I'll be honest, I'm out here, but they both have great wives that have been great to me. So, you know, that again, getting to that point of, you know, you can't judge every person, and it's two other Caucasian females that have. You know, I would never judge or anything like that. So,
yeah. And so, how did you meet her? Actually, like,
great story.
Yeah, she's from Kansas. How
I was wondering that when he said.
Yeah, she's originally from Kansas, but then she moved to North. I guess it would be considered North Jersey, Clinton, New Jersey, just outside of Flemington, and that's how I met her. I was working for a major cable company at the time, and. Just through a coworker, she told her about me, and I sent her a picture. And apparently, she said she fell off her chair. This is what she told me. She said she fell off the chair when she saw my picture. Now, I didn't know that she was.
When you was chiseled back then, you was. Yeah. Like,
but I said it was like a nice. It was a comfortable picture.
We got some girls behind the cameras, like, yeah, that's my woman right there.
But yeah, and then we just went out on basically a blind date, and it was like magic for me.
Nice.
Magic.
Yeah, it was good.
So basically, he said he had the ultimate game straight off the blind date. Got it.
No, before that, it was off the picture.
It was off the picture.
See,
he needed no description necessary.
Boom,
drop this in the DM.
I didn't even get her picture.
I'm here. Pull up.
She said, I sent her my picture. I didn't even know what she looked like until I got there.
Really?
Like, she
that
knew
was
what I looked like.
blind.
Yeah, it was complete. I never do that.
Damn, that didn't go down in the DM. That went down in the Snapchat.
You went there with like, okay, this might just be.
I went there with hopes that this was going to be okay, because I was driving all the way from northeast Philly at the time where I was living there, all the way down to Clinton, New Jersey.
Wow.
Even Clinton, that's north. That's north. You almost have Rutgers.
But that's like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Galaxy type of connection.
That was one-sided Tinder and Bumble. That was one-sided.
How many years you been together?
Man, we've been together for a long time. We got it's. Oof. Let's see. My stepdaughter Elizabeth, she is 23, and I met her mom when she was 3 years old.
Wow, so 20
it's been
years.
A long time,
Yeah. So this is my segue into who asked who to start the business. Who was like, I think we need to do this. Let's go.
Well, that's what I was saying. I think we both had the same idea at the same time. I was kind of on the outs with this company that I was with, the cable company. I don't mention no names. I just say the Crescent Moon. The Crescent Moon.
They're all obsolete almost now anyway.
So and then
YouTube TV.
Yeah. Oh,
holla.
Man. Oh, all right. I was like, oh. But yeah, we'll take that sponsorship.
So we both had the same idea that same week without really talking with each other, but we knew we were meal prepping for each other, just for the home. And then the same week we just said, hey, did you ever think about getting into the meal prep business? I was like, you think about this too? She said, yeah, me too. I said, we should do it. If we both
right
had the same
away.
idea like that.
Yeah.
To me, it was
That's
something
why
like
the
that.
meals used to be so big. They were,
Right off the back, they was
it used to be
It was a big portion back then.
big square.
That was a big portion back
That was
then.
like the 64 ounce.
But we had to get them in. You know, once you lock you in, and years later.
exactly. Drop it a
But
little bit.
that's how it became Healthy Plates. I mean, yeah, it was a great ride from beginning to where we are now, and it's just like I feel blessed every day.
So, do you have any future dreams to do anything else with Healthy Plates or with any other?
Well, that's definitely in the head. I have my best friend who lives out in Bear, Delaware. You know, he's going to be early retirement very soon. Big shout out to Joe P. And he's talking about. I was like, you know, that'd be a good opportunity to kind of expand out there because where he's living, it's a booming. Everything's starting to boom. They're building
What town is
everything
this
out
again?
there. Bear, Delaware.
Bear, Delaware. Okay.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't remember it because I never heard of Bear, Delaware.
Bear, I
You heard of it?
they used to be the outlets town. Now they bring in people there because, you know, everybody's going to get out of Dover and all that. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind checking it out. I said, come up here and check out the sites down here sometime and see what's up.
Hey, no taxes.
No taxes. But you're going to lose some of your wealth because you're going to have to work a little bit more, a couple more days a week.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I know. But you know what? I don't mind driving, so I'll be out there. If that's the case and things do work out and pan out that way, I'll do whatever needs. You know,
You're going to have to get a South Philly crib in the middle.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's
30 up here, 30 down there.
as long as the crew is together and everybody's doing what they need to do, then it's easy for me to divvy up my time between two shops if need be.
Right.
You know, my one thing I was thinking about, there's a place next to us that was vacant for a while. The actual corner property.
The pharmacy?
Yeah, the pharmacy.
Yeah,
which we don't know what kind of pharmacy it is.
I've never seen a person get a prescription from there ever. I've probably gotten 50 haircuts, did about 20 TV interviews.
I'm in the sports district. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I've never seen a person fill there.
I might have seen maybe 5 or 6 people coming in and out there.
Really?
There, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Apparently they do it.
Okay.
But you know,
I'm like, yo, I think it's MD boxes because I was like, yo, I don't even. There's been full days. I got a haircut, 8 donuts, got a smoothie, went back, typed papers, still didn't see a pharmacy patient. And I'm like, damn, they open up every day.
Yep. And I was hoping to get that property to possibly expand us into a full-fledged eatery on that side. And just, since we have the kitchen and everything on this side and expand the smoothie bar a little bit, but I wound up talking to a guy who was looking for a spot.
Right.
And he was like, hey, we're looking to set up shop here, pharmacy, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, man. So he got it. But
Can we talk about one thing?
Yeah.
Can we get the soups on the weekends?
Oh, man. You know what? I have to hit Michelle up for that one. Because it's typically a Monday through Friday thing.
Exactly.
Because most people
like
Monday themselves on the weekend.
Monday through Friday, I got my good meals. It's always on the weekend when it's like, I don't know if I want to eat that one. That was the one that was
good. When the weather gets colder again, that's a consideration. I'll put that in there.
That chicken noodle this week.
We have it every day. Yeah, that's always the house, and then we have the house one.
Good.
So what do you do for leisure? Like when you're not a businessman, when you're taking your hat off, and you're trying to relax. Well,
aside from that,
because physical health is also mental health, but sometimes you need just something that's makes you happy, something that's yours. Do you have anything like that in your life?
Yeah, I mean, I spend time with my little kid, my little lady, Kennedy. Okay. She'll be 12 next month, or in February, excuse me, and I spend time with her. She's doing homeschooling right now because of everything going on. Right. Been keeping her occupied, which keeps me out. I'm definitely a daddy's little girl's daddy. Yeah. Little girl's daddy for sure. Yeah. Other than that, I just got back in. One day I was.
What do they call it? A girl dad now. That's what they call it.
I don't mind it. I like it. I dig it. So I'd say about maybe three and a half weeks ago, I just woke up and I said, man, I want to play the drums. I used to play the drums when I was younger, and it had been a number of years, and I just said, man, just out of the blue, I just want to start playing the drums again. Went out and bought me some sticks. And a buddy of mine, Rich, out in Pendel, he has a couple studios, and he plays bass guitar and has a setup in his garage stuff. I said, yo, can I come over and just bang on the drums for a little bit? Come on through. I was there for hours. So just trying to get my skills back up again. So I like doing that.
That's great. That's great.
So just something to occupy your time. Otherwise, because I don't know if they're going to shut things down again. The way things are moving, you have no idea. So I want to be able to
100,000 cases today.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But from the previous shutdown that you have something that's implemented and that you won't be as far off not knowing what to do as you were before, right? You find comfort in already going through it a little bit. Cool.
Absolutely.
Good. Well, we had a squeaky door there. I'm like, oh, what time is it? We have Matt Howard here from Healthy Plates.
Big Q.
Big Q.
Hey, listen, that's the number one.
So why did they call you? Matt Howard. I literally said that as we said Big Q. I was like, Matt Howard, where's the Q at?
Yeah. All right. So the Q basically is short for AQ, which is short for Aquarius, which is my birth sign. I'm also on a Capricorn, born on the cusp. Back in the day.
Your birthday's coming up.
It is. Yeah. It is. Big 5-1.
When's your birthday?
January 20th.
All right, happy birthday.
Thank you, brother.
I'm the 29th of November. I'm a Sagittarius, but we close.
23rd of November, Sag.
I didn't know that.
So the
all right, leave me in.
So the Aquarius part. So back in the day, used to be in a little bit of a boy band type of deal.
Okay.
My stage name was Aquarius.
Oh, okay.
And the group's name was Forte.
Now, were you a singer or were you just drumming?
I was more trying to do the singing portion.
Okay.
But then I let we got
the mic. The mic find this.
You need to push it back that way.
Nah. You guys.
Hey, boy,
Jordan's good. He's good in the studio. He gets your voice good.
But so
I hit you with a little beat.
But then I was doing a little bit of rapping too. But then it got to a point where everybody wanted to be in the limelight. I was like, I don't want no part of that because everybody wanted to be that man on the mic. You know what I mean. So I was like, I'll just learn my talents in production and music production, creating beats and doing some music for them. And that's what I did. And I just got interested in it and taught myself a little bit of piano and just the back end, like the technical aspects of music creation, which I love.
Right. That's
passion. And that's all I'm getting back into again.
Yeah.
But, I feel like once you get to a certain age, and I hate saying it like that because it sounds so cliche, once you get to a certain age, it's like, you don't want life to pass you by and have regrets to things that you felt, I could have, should have done it, and you don't do it. You look back and say, man, I wish I had that opportunity. Would I do it? Yes. So I don't want to get to that point. I just want to do it.
Right.
When it comes to business, life, love, fun, anything, just go out and do it.
Very relatable, and that's almost why, because I'm feeling like I kind of understand what you're going through. That's why I asked you, like, what do you do that is not something that you have to do? You need that one thing, so you can just take that little refresher. For me, is bowling. For Justin, I don't know what is your little.
I think my refresher would be, I guess, it would be between pottery and coaching. One of those two.
I didn't even know you did pottery.
Yeah,
you gotta get that. We gotta get that on film. That might be something. That's something that young Black Suburbans might. We might big that.
Yeah. Pottery, cooking,
bowling. Don't forget that.
I gotta get to the gym with him. I'll admit I've been the bad friend. I said I'll come and then come.
We gotta have Matt Howard, Big Q come.
Big Q, Big Aquarius. Now I know the background.
So now the Big Q is because of all my gym buddies, and I'm tall, and that's what everybody calls me Big Q now. So I like that. It's fitting. And then I said, well, when we were creating the shop, I said, let's all come up with our own little signature smoothies or shakes. And I said, you know what? I already know the Big Q. The Big Q, everybody who gets the Big Q out there, it's the peanut butter, chocolate protein, blueberries, agave, bananas. You blend it all up. Man, it's like heavy.
I basically get the Big Q, but I get it without the blueberries.
Right.
And a lot of people, they're upset, like, with what's the blueberries for? Well, it's an antioxidant.
Right.
That's the
right.
only reason why I put it in there. It doesn't have to be in there, but I just said
I'm gonna work hard and get the big T, the big Tim. You know what? Well, actually, I'm middle Tim, but we gonna get the middle Tim.
The middle
smoothie.
Tim. It'll be a little less protein in it.
Just half the protein. Half the protein. But it's been a joy having you, Matt. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, brother.
Nice meeting you. I respect you. You are a role model.
Y'all will see us. We'll be drinking HealthyPlate smoothies on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. I might even have to sneak a meal in one time.
Get some shirts and stuff.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So how can people reach you, Matt?
You can reach us online, www.healthyplatemeals.com. We're also on social media on Facebook, HealthyPlate Meal Preps, and on Facebook under Healthy Plate Meals. So we try to make the presence known, our web presence known, and our social media presence even bigger. And it's growing by leaps and bounds. So show us some love. Please stop by, check us out, and you get a chance
Grab
to come
a couple
down.
meals online.
Yeah.
Definitely. We'll be
At least get
posting
the
all tags as well.
meals by the pound. I mean, I've gotten the steak. I got the steak and the ground beef personally. Good flavor. So.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one.